Fallout. The tale of 17 wastelands. We're back. It feels like it's been 75 years. It's only been a week. We did Old World Blues. We're now going to do the final DLC that I have not done, and that is the Dead Money. And yeah, we're gonna head out to the bunker. I'm gonna walk there. I already have it. Oh god, the game was. I felt like the game was gonna crash there. I have it marked, but I'm just gonna walk there just because. I forgot what I was gonna say. God, I'm gonna start by saying I am so, out of it tonight. I slept so poorly last night. I slept very poorly. Did not get anywhere near as much sleep as I should have. There's a bunch of enemies over here. Caesar's Legion? Someone. No, just I think raiders. Vipers. Not even worse. Not even worth using this ammo on them. I forgot. That's is broken. That's aims high. Don't aim for the head. Aim for the torso. I slept so poorly last night. My cat kept waking me up, and it was a combination of like the back and forth of I'm too hot, I'm too cold, I'm too hot, I'm too cold. And then I wake up, and today is like the worst allergies I've had in like a month. Oh my god, that's a death claw. What the fuck is it doing over here? The worst allergies I've had in like a month. It's been like I'm sneezing, my eyes, I want to claw them out of my skull. Yeah, I'm so stuffed up and stuffy. If I'm sniffling during the stream, I apologize. And so yeah, that's one thing I would like to say. Start this stream. If I fail to catch a sneeze with the mute, if I'm sniffly and sniffing, I apologize. It's a bad day for that. The game like doesn't want me to get back to this bunker. It's also a little framey, a little hitchy. I don't know why. Although I don't know if it was always like that. Again, it's only been like a week since I played New Vegas, but I feel like it's been so much longer. I'm coming. So we're kind of coming close to the end of this playthrough. Because once this is done, that's all the DLC's done, and then there's just like, you know, whatever quests in the Mojave as well as the, you know, the main quest. And that can only be like, you know, 2 or 3 more streams probably after this one. And this was a good pack, a good mix up together, having both Fallout 3 and New Vegas in a single sort of thing. It's an interesting way to play the game. I think the worst part about it is Fallout 3. Fallout 3 kind of like, it's fun exploring the Capital Wasteland for the most part, but overall the quests there and the stories there are so much weaker than New Vegas. Okay, so here we go. We passed into this hallway, past that threshold, and it's time for Dead Money. Yeah, let's do it.
Come to a place where wealth, excitement,
Oh no, the bad smell air. Oh.
Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends, or rekindle
You could hear the
old
noise there of,
flames.
I don't know if you could, but
Let your eye
the noise of your gear being unequipped and all the stuff taken out of your inventory. Dead Money.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead. Buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future. Not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part.
It's letting go.
It's letting go.
Everyone plug your ears. Elijah's going to start talking now.
Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it.
What do you want?
That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps, you'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone.
Who?
Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it.
All right.
I've downloaded the instructions and markers on your Pip-Boy in case you forget. And yes, I have access to that device on your wrist. Get the other 3 here after that. I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let all of you go.
I don't believe you, Elijah.
Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the villa's broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here and I'll direct you. I've downloaded instructions on an audio log to your Pip-Boy in case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind you.
Dead Money. I love this DLC. It's challenging, it's difficult, it's frustrating, it's great. I love it.
Exclusive executive suites
What,
that will
there's
shelter
beacon?
you and cater to your every whim.
Okay, this is one of the fast travel replacement mods. This DLC is fun. I like it a lot. I like the story, I like the setting. I like how awful it is. We're also playing on hardcore, so I am taking damage when I'm outside in general. You'll see, watch. So, and... Oh, that was weird. Now I don't see it. Do I have the health regen perk? What is that even called? The monocyte breeder? I don't. I don't think I do, so that might suck.
This gate to the Sierra Madre is sealed, locked for now. Do as I say, and it won't be locked.
Let's go first. Let's get Christine first. I want to get Christine. I tell you to get dog first, but I want to get Christine because she's in the medical. Actually, wait. Never mind. We'll do dog. I need weapons first. So what was I saying?
Executive suites that will shelter you.
This DLC is also good story-wise. It has, I think, it sets up what a lot of the DLCs, but most there's a if you wanted to put a theme in each of the New Vegas DLCs, like or an overarching theme that most of the DLCs cover in some way, it is. I would argue it's or I don't think I would argue. I would say that it's obsession. It's the unwillingness to let go of something, the holding on to the past, whatever that past might be it a literal thing or a figurative thing.
Pulse, get dizzy. It's the cloud. Eat your inside slowly. Too much exposure. Death.
So, for example, you know, in Dead Money, it's literal. The letting go of the Sierra Madre and the stuff, and for some of the characters, it's a bit more metaphorical too, or not metaphorical, but like figurative of letting go of revenge, letting go of the past. You know, Honest Hearts is letting go of your vengeance, letting go of the revenge. Old World Blues is I'd say Old World Blues is a bit different. Gotta remember, I don't have jack shit at the moment.
Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult to kill unless you chop them apart. If you can, blow them up or disintegrate them.
Cosmic knife. Take that. Ooh, there's a shotgun right there. I almost walked right by that shotgun. Oh, look how they look. They look real creepy. Very good remodel or retexture. Actually, no, fuck that. I don't want to mess with the holograms. Gotta be careful. You are dying, death, dying. You are being poisoned by the bad smell air. So you gotta deal, right, there's the radios you gotta be careful of because they'll fuck up your collar.
It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was naive to break the collars to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do.
Can I drink from this? Okay, I can. Okay. That one always gets me. That one under the desk, I always forget where it is. I'll never forget my first time playing this DLC and being like, where the fuck is this radio? Weapon repair kit. There, yeah. So there's the Sierra Madre vending machines, and the vending machines have a lot of codes you can find across the DLC that allow you to get different items from the vending machines, and some of them are really, really useful. So you don't want to miss them. Security armor. Better than the dead money jumpsuit with the 5+ to repair. Whoa. How much of a turbo nerd do I look? I kind of look like a low rent Cobra Commander. So, what I like about this DLC is I like the atmosphere, I like the setting, I like the story, but I also like the gameplay and the reliance on having to rely on your stats. It's the only DLC in this game that strips away your items, right? And it's fun to have to be like to rely on your stats and your perks. And certain builds will have significant difficulty with this playthrough or with this DLC, depending on what they are. For example, melee characters who use unarmed and or melee, will have a much easier time than gun classes or gun characters. Energy weapons characters will have a little bit easier time starting off because you start off with the hollow rifle. There is one perk that you can have that makes this DLC so much more palatable. And that perk is Light Step. This DLC is lousy with traps, with trip mines and bear traps and what else? Trip mines, bear traps. Look at that. It has real-time reflections on this revolver. Ooh, look at that. That's so cool. The trip mines, bear traps, landmines, other sort of like rigged shotguns and shit like that. So if you don't have Light Step, it's going to be annoying. The amount of times your legs will be crippled because of bear traps, or you'll accidentally trip a tripwire and have your kneecaps shut out by a rigged shotgun, or drop a grenade bouquet on your head. Ooh, look at that reload on that. That was nice. You knock out the extra round. You knock out the rounds, and then you get you of course have infinite speed loaders. I do like too with this animation. I don't know if it's, again, I'm just complimenting this animation. I don't know if it's like that in vanilla, but you draw it. So I'll show you. You draw it, and your character pulls the hammer back. You holster it, and your character decocks the gun. Just like little details. The gun reload animations in this whole mod pack, like those are like some of the best ones. They're so good, the reload animations. I'm a fan of reloads. I love a quality reload, and this mod pack has some quality reloads. Dog.
What have we here?
What we have a bad depth of field effect. That's what we have here.
I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have
It's
been
like
an
we're
idiot
short-sighted.
to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm. And
Yeah. Okay. Happened to your
I'm
voice.
the voice of
So
reason.
this is Dog slash
I
God. This is
sleep
a super mutant Nightkin who was
down
part
in
of the Master's
basement,
army,
in
and
the cage. Now
of
that
course, like
I'm
many of the
awake,
Nightkin, suffers
Dog
from
goes
schizophrenia
back in the cage.
and has
Dog
two
knows I'm here, but
schizophrenia and I
can't
guess
do
like
anything
dissociative
about it.
identity disorder, multiple personalities, whatever the fuck
his
you call it. Because he has two distinct
conscience.
personalities. He has
Keep him tame.
his more
Keep him from
intentional, his
hurting
more
us.
intelligent dog or God,
Doing
and then the
foolish
more
things.
sort of animalistic and brutal dog.
I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me...
Brain damage is some trauma caused this.
Trauma. Do you see these wounds
So yeah,
of his?
he put the bear. Yeah,
The name he carved in his chest. He cuts...
they're not happy with each other. Need to get you out of here. If I don't come, he'll set off our collars.
No.
No. Dog might be more willing. I can't leave until we get through this.
They were...
Radios, the alarm.
Very good. Yes. As long as the holographic...
Okay, you weren't expecting me. He
Don't-
wants, yeah, he's
the
hoping
old
for the old
man
man.
upset
He wants to kill
by the
Elijah. What do you know about him?
Elijah. Human. Weak like all of you are. Feeling age circling him like starved dogs. How? To me, he reeks of age and failure. And mad. Running out of years, hopes and dreams running through his withered hands like sand from the big empty. And scorched by the sun. The old man, this Elijah, tried to hold the sun. Elijah wanted to bring the sun down to him.
He wanted to. He used to be in charge of the Brotherhood in the Mojave, and then there was the big fracas at Helios 1 where they tried to hold it, and then the NCR won it. Where's your collar? He ate the collar.
As if I had...
Dog eats everything. Okay, need to get you out of there. I could order dog. Do I need to... forget it. How do I get out of this fucking conversation? I can order dog. I can play his voice on the Pip-Boy. So yeah, dog listens to Elijah because Elijah reminds him of the Master. And so dog's like, or God hears like, don't play his fucking voice. Calm down, follow me, William won't do it. I'm gonna probe by not doing it, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Meet me over at the fountain.
Back in the cage.
That's one. Now we gotta find two. We're gonna go find Christine. This might actually be a decent... This DLC, it's actually a good DLC to have Bloody Mess as a perk. It's a trait in this mod pack, but having Bloody Mess helps because you have a better chance of killing the ghost people outright. Because what happens is that if you don't dismember them or like disintegrate them, they will just get back up again. So you have to really finish them off. I can't. Oh. Ah. Wait, what? Security armor reinforced. Why can't I repair the security armor? Oh, there we go. That's weird. What do you get on that balcony? Sorry, nothing. Yeah, so I will never stop evangelizing this as the best Fallout New Vegas DLC. It's just like, I find it the most engaging by far in both the story as well as the gameplay. I feel like a lot of people just don't like it because it's hard. It's difficult. And granted, part of that difficulty, a lot of that difficulty comes from the fact that it strips you of your gear. Although, I think, to be fair, if you follow the instructions that the DLC gives you when you first get to the bunker, where it says this is made for players who are level 20 higher, yeah, you should be fine.
Don't go through the
If you try to do this at like level 10, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay.
The village comm speaks
So,
of age poorly.
there are now the radio speakers, like PA speakers, that will also trigger your caller, and there are the ones that you can shoot, and then there's the ones that you can't shoot. You have to turn these ones you can shoot. If it's blue, you can shoot. If it's red, you cannot shoot. Pretty simple. I'm getting lucky with these crits. Does this thing have high crit? I also have a shit ton of... I have like 10 luck and I have a bunch of crit perks, so... Oh, fuck, I gotta pick up a Braxo cleaner, right. You can make a really, really powerful melee weapon, which I'll only use for this DLC, but... Be prepared for more saving than usual. That's the clinic. Gotta... Braxo, Sierra Madre chips. Pick up all the cigarettes you can, because you can turn the cigarettes in for more Sierra Madre chips. You can really see him there. Oh. Fucker. I hear radio beeping. Where is it? There it is. Madrid chip. Madrid chip. I think this also leads to the clinic. This is the back way into the clinic, which I don't really remember what the difference is. Dying, I'm dying. Dying, oh, I'm dying. We're being poisoned by a toxic cloud. Thank you, game. Woo, man, that takes a lot of health.
Picking up an emitter signature.
Most important
Watch for security holograms.
machine code you get in this DLC right here.
Them is useless.
Stim pack. Oh, NVGs. Right, the assassin suit. Well, there's our armor for this DLC. How do we look? Oh, we look fucking fabulous. Oh, Jesus. Could do Invigas now if I need. I gotta sneeze. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, so the holograms are holograms, meaning you can't do anything to them. Wow, look, a skill book. Wow, I don't need it. Knife, spear to shovel ammo. That makes no sense. How do I make... Knife, spear, clean. Cosmic knife spear. That's what I want to make. I need 3 clean cosmic knives, duct tape, and then 3 Abraxo cleaner. Oh, okay, so those holograms, they're holograms, so you can't shoot them. You can make them, sometimes you can turn them off, sometimes you can make it so you can change their patrol, and you can also, it's risky, but if you can get to the emitter, which I just did, you can turn it off with You can turn it off with science. You can disable the emitter with a science skill, but as you get through the DLC, the science skill requirement gets higher. Where near the end of the DLC, you need 90 plus science to be able to do it. That's weird. That's a gap. A texture gap. And here we meet Christine. Of the Brotherhood... Formal... Oh, I don't know if she's currently or formally, but... Of the Brotherhood of Steel. She's a scrib. Oh god, more reading. So she's disoriented. Are you alright? Nothing comes out. She touches her throat, traces the scar. She, what happened? She recoils. She looks shaken, recoils. Nothing comes out of her mouth. She's angry. She opens her mouth, frowns, trying to figure... Okay, she's angry. It's a bomb. We're in this together. She shakes her head. What do you mean by that? We're not... She shakes her head. She frowns. Blah, blah, blah. Shakes her head. You're looking for something else? Fine, I can help. Alright, come with me. There we go. So she can interrupt the signals, making them from like radios and stuff, so they don't detonate as soon as they usually would. Yeah, okay, so this is literally her explaining this, what I just said, what her perk does. You can interfere with the speaker's detonation. Got it. Let's move on. All right. Where? Does she not have a gun? She doesn't have a weapon. Great. Oh, fuck. Good shooting, good shooting, good shooting. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Did she get him? She got him. Yes, hello. I'd like to print some stim packs, please. 10.
What's this? Why, it's a little doll. carved by a craftsman or mauled by a drunk who didn't.
And here's
use tools.
God being a dick to Christine. Okay, children.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Behave, please.
That's the way out after you break into the Sierra Madre's vault. Try to leave, I'll set off your caller.
God, he's such a dick. Facial scars weren't done by the auto doc. I need a real auto doc. I don't understand why it shaved you bald. You cut your own hair off. You were bald before. Makes a circle with hand, which boss. Oh yeah, I have boss reputation. Wait, Brotherhood Steel symbol. You're a scribe. How'd you get out here? You were looking for something. You were looking for someone. A man. An angry bearded man. You were looking for Elijah. Someone smart. And nuts. She nods and frowns. Pretty important for you to find this person. He cut you off from someone. Family, husband, oh, girlfriend. You were more than girlfriends, louvers. Don't think I understand love? Okay. Can you write? And then she explains that her brain has been fucked up by the autodoc. And she can't write. Still do math. Machines around the villa. So here she gives you the chip. You give her a chip, and then she can teach you how to make more Sierra Madre chips. You need you can get some here you go, battery, a fission battery, scrap metal, and you can make counterfeit chips. So the fission batteries are really fucking heavy, but if you were collecting a bunch of fission batteries and scrap metal, you can make yourself a bunch of chips, and the chips have value even in the Mojave because there's a thing there for getting more stuff. God, I am in such brain melt tonight. It's always on the nights I stream. Yesterday night I felt great. I was well rested from the sleep before. I had a good day. Did what I needed to do, and at the end of the day I was actually kind of fucking bored because I wasn't going to stream and I didn't really have anything else to do, and I was bored, and so I'm like, ugh. And now today where I'm like, I'm going to stream. I have the worst sleep imaginable. I'm fucking tired. I have fucking allergies wanting to murder me. I tried drinking 2 Red Bulls. I did drink 2 Red Bulls, and that didn't help at all. It's like I'm in a weird state of being tired and wired, where it's I feel the caffeine, but I'm still tired. My eyes are heavy. I look like death. And of course it's on the day where it's oh, let's play the fucking most difficult DLC. Oh. Well, that's bad. That's bad. That's a lot of cloud. That's a full strength automatic rifle. It's a shame though, that automatic rifle is really heavy and the ammo is also really heavy. 308 rounds are heavy as shit. Make 2 more cosmic knife clean. And then knife spear. We need 3 Abraxo. Okay. Oh, I gained. I don't know what the fuck was that. It was like a weird lighting glitch. I almost said lighting gilf. No, it was not a lighting gilf. Sierra Madre cards that I'll never use. Where are they? How are you supposed to find these Sierra Madre cards? Like, look, where is it? Like, look at, like... Do you see it? There's a Sierra Madre Joker or card there. But where? Is it downstairs? No, because it says it's upstairs. Has it clipped through the floor? GCL. Wait, what? Huh. Yeah, I don't know where this card is. I'm literally standing right on top of it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's not like I'm ever gonna play Caravan, ever. That one's easier to find. Braxo. We need 1 more Braxo.
picking up signals near your location.
All right.
Detonators. Watch for traps.
So yeah, this is the area where the traps first start showing up. Pretty heavy. You walk like 5 feet from this loading screen, landmine. Pick up the chip. Tripwire. Rigged shotgun. A lot of rigged shotguns. So there's that. Rigged shotguns. Another tripwire that is connected to a grenade bouquet. Because of fucking course it is. Tripwire. Another grenade bouquet. So this one is particularly evil. You step on this pressure pad, it triggers this rigged shotgun to shoot this fire extinguisher to blow up in your face. I think this is another rigged shotgun, or maybe a bouquet. Another grenade bouquet.
Should never have sent that radio signal. Repeat.
The Sierra Madre. Beauty, isn't she? She the one who invited you here? Or maybe you didn't catch her voice on the radio. Woke up confused like some of the others. Least you're still breathing.
Wait, how did Dean get cat? I forget how Dean got collared.
Any sudden motions, no matter how uncomfortable that chair gets. The cushion's just for show.
Better be a shaped charge, otherwise you'll kill us both.
Sounds like you've done some blue-collar construction work in your life. Your ma must be proud. Still, get up without my permission. I'll blast your ass so far through your head, it'll turn the moon cherry pie red. So, Let's keep this sweet and polite, and finish our conversation with no misunderstanding.
No misunderstandings.
And that's what I've missed, a rapt audience. Just because I work in entertainment doesn't mean I'm a moron. I heard my necktie beeping. I know what that means. I'm part of this somehow. I want out of this contract. And if you put me in it, I'm not going to be too happy. So whatever's going on here, if you're part of all this, you're taking orders from me.
Dean.
Good. Then we're in business. I may be a betting man, but I like it when the odds are in our favor. If you're here with who I think, then I'd rather have you on my side than his. And it's in the hole. You want to live, I want what's in the Madre. Real simple. Wait just a minute. I'm not walking out there on my own. I know what's out there. It's why I've planted a minefield, shotguns and explosives all the way on the road to my little boudoir here. So we go together or we're not going at all. I'll split my hand in blackjack when the time's right. I'm not splitting up in this town. Trust me.
All right, fine.
All right, partner. You don't have to take the long way back. There's a shortcut across the way.
We did it. All right, that's like the first third of this DLC done, I guess you would say. I have literally nothing to. I don't know what to choose from. Sure. Oh God. Oh, I went the wrong way.
Strike up the band.
Why do I always go the wrong way here? Where is the way out? Oh, the game crashed. Oh. Oh my fucking God, I didn't save.
Don't have to take
Honestly,
There's a shortcut across.
it's funny because if you asked me a minute ago before the game crashed, did you save? I would have, like, when was the last time you saved? I would have said, like, oh, a minute ago. I was wrong. Oh. Okay, need something better than this fucking pea shooter.
It's a trick.
Need something a little more kick than this fucking pea shooter. Rate of fire is wanting. Okay, Alicia. What next? Everyone plug your ears. Elijah's talking.
Good. Well done. Now for the festivities and your part in all
Why
this.
is he always so loud?
The owner of the Sierra Madre, for whatever reason, keyed the grand opening to the gala event itself. It needs to be fired off in order for the casino doors to open. As I've discovered, one person can't do it. So get your team into position indicated on your Pip-Boy, then trigger it properly. You're so close now, don't let me down. Otherwise, I'll have to rely on the next team. I'd suggest taking the FEV reject to his position first. Although you may need his brutality and strength elsewhere first. As easy as the villa was to navigate, the outlying areas of the villa are far more dangerous, thicker with the ghost people, traps, and toxins. Use your team as I use you. Listen to your caller. Watch where you step. You're no use to be dead.
If you need food, stims, protein in the shed.
So, are we on our way to somewhere else?
Why is the depth of
A
field always
gala
fucked up when I
event,
talk to Dog?
perhaps? Maybe Dog will obey you. I'm not as easily broken.
Hold out your hand.
If it isn't the clever... If it isn't the...
I want you to come with me, so I'm eating a cookie.
I'll follow.
I had a couple cookies next to me. They were good. You dead? Well, now you're dead. Did I save the game already? See, like, that's the thing. It's like, if you did you save since that last cutscene? Or that conversation? I would have said yeah, even though I didn't. Or maybe I did. I don't even remember. My brain is fried. Do we have enough to make the super knife spear? Yeah. No, cosmic knife clean. Need one more Abraxo. Eyes open for Abraxo.
Let's kill them, Dog. Look out.
Jesus.
End you.
That works. Oh no, the FOV's all fucked up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta load. Oh god, oh, we gotta load a save. Oh my god, the FOV's still fucked. Ah. The fucking VATS like zoom in FOV got. Oh man. This is like the second time. Last time I streamed New Vegas, this is the DLC. It was crashy, and it was like all of the crashes and bugs contained itself to this DLC. Oh, thank you for following, Chaos Knight. Why would you want to follow after that? After seeing this shit? But I appreciate it. I had to follow you here too. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, I just realized FOV's fixed. Okay, that was weird.
Won't get away again.
That's one thing I wanted to, audio, voice. Make the voices louder. Everyone's so quiet. Oh, Braxo. I need that. Whoa! Whoa! Where did Dog get the fucking... Dog's holding a bar. Look at that. I'd never seen that. Holy shit. Does he even have any bullets? Did he, like, steal that from me? Where did he get that? Why do I have 15 frag grenades? I was playing Avowed. Oh, here we go. Playing Avowed for the first time today. Oh no, the FOV's fucked again. Oh, there we go, I fixed it. It was weird. I have heard that Avowed is like the definition of mid. It's not amazing, lol. Yeah, that's probably the polite way to say that. I've seen some really good videos of comparing Avowed to Oblivion in terms of like polish, like level, but I wanted to see lol. That's fair. You know, if you have Game Pass, here I'm gonna before I go on about Oblivion, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Occasionally, Game Pass will be will offer you a very very cheap 2-week free trial for $1 in your whatever currency. But back in December when that Indiana Jones game came out, I wanted to try it, but I didn't want to spend $100,000 on it. So what I did is I bought Game Pass for the 2-week free trial for $1 Canadian. I then proceeded to download the game and finish it over the course of about a week. I then uninstalled it and canceled the Game Pass free trial, and they gave me the option when canceling the free trial to refund me. So I got my $1.50 or $1.13. That's $1 plus tax. So I got to play the game for essentially free. So there you go. There's a little hint. Yeah, so I got to play that entire Indiana Jones game, and all I had to do was put down like a deposit, I guess you would say, of $1.13, and then I got that money back. That was fun. yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know. That's I don't know how they make money with Game Pass. Like, they or more so, they probably aren't making enough money off of Game Pass, because that's insane if you can do that. But anyway, I saw a video, someone doing a comparison between some of like the detail and polish of Avowed versus Oblivion, which Oblivion came out 21 years ago. And it was pretty shocking how a game that is 20 plus years old had like more attention to detail than Avowed did. They were doing like some comparisons, like one of the ones was arrows, firing arrows, and like the mechanics of how the arrows worked in the game. So for example, they would fire a bunch of arrows up into the air in Oblivion, and a bunch of arrows up into the air in Avowed. And in Oblivion, you fire a bunch of arrows up into the air, and eventually they fall back down, and you can collect them and use them again. In Avowed, nothing happens. You fire them up into the air, and that's it. They just disappear. There was another one where they fire the arrows into a wall, into a wooden like barrier, and in Oblivion, the arrows, you could fire like infinite arrows into a barrel, like a wooden barrel, and they would stick into the barrel. In Avowed, the arrows would stick into the wood, but what would happen is that you could only fire 3 arrows before they would start disappearing. The game would clean them up. And similarly, in Oblivion, when you fired arrows at stone, at material like a stone wall or stuff like that, the arrows would not stick, unsurprisingly, where in Avowed they did, and it was kind of embarrassing. Some of the more impressive things that you kind of see from Oblivion compared to Avowed was like NPC interactions, where like in Oblivion, you know, the NPCs go about their day, and then they go do stuff, they talk to each other, and stuff like that, and then they go to bed. Where in Avowed, the NPCs just hang around, they don't do anything. The lack of like conversation between NPCs in Avowed was really kind of embarrassing. There was like no dynamic dialogue or like script, like nothing. Like the NPCs were just not talking to each other. God, Jesus, really? That's a shame too. Well, like all of the dialogue that the NPCs had was scripted, so it was like there would be like a plot relevant dialogue played by 2 NPCs, like the NPCs talking to each other, but outside of that, there was no like. In Oblivion, they have like idle conversation, you know, the famous or infamous idle conversations that you would have, where the NPCs would just like they would just talk, they would meet in the town square or whatever, they would be walking to whatever, doing their routine, and 2 of them would just stop and they would be like, "Greetings, have you heard of the High Elves?" or something like that, or it's like, "Oh, mud crabs, filthy creatures." You know, they would have like it would be like inane dialogue, but it was like trying to simulate some sort of thing
So
where they were more than
here we
NPCs.
A row of switches.
That looks real cool, dog.
Familiar. These switches won't move themselves.
Dog has
after all.
merged with the Browning
There
automatic
must be
rifle.
some
He has become one with the
trick
gun.
To it. Now that I'm here, what do you expect me to do? You.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to be.
You're.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta go find him food. I'll go.
You better have brought.
His life at the MC. It's just insane how some older games are just way better than the stuff now. Yeah. It's weird because it's like Oblivion was really like a lot of people who really liked Morrowind didn't really like Oblivion for a lot of reasons, and I get it. Playing through Morrowind right now, I realize why a lot of people like Morrowind and were disappointed with Oblivion. But at the same time, there's a lot that Oblivion does really well. Like, in terms of trying to... You know, one of the things you can complain about Morrowind is that it's very... Morrowind feels very static. There's not really much that happens. Like, the NPCs barely move. There's not really, like, any sort of, like, life to the game, like, in terms of, like, you know, the NPCs don't do anything. They don't have, like, a day-night cycle. They don't do sort of... They're always in their positions. And then Oblivion tried to do something different by making it so that the NPCs had little packages, is what they called them, where they would do some sort of daily tasks. So, like, the shopkeeper NPC has a house. He goes to his house, you know, he sleeps in his house, and then in the morning he wakes up, goes down to his shop, opens shop, runs his shop for the day, and then at night he goes home. You know, and then the fact now that, like, games like Avowed can't do that. And it's crazy to think where you look at the amount of the team that made Oblivion was less people than Avowed.
You better.
I believe that Oblivion was made with like 70 devs, where Avowed had like, I think, like 120. It's a shame, really. Okay, I don't need to carry like 3 automatic rifles. It's one of the reasons why, like, I'm really, whenever I have whenever a new game comes out or is like announced or released, it's like I don't have... It's hard to not be cynical about it. I played Morrowind a little bit, but I enjoyed Oblivion and Skyrim to play more of Morrowind. Morrowind's harder to get into, definitely. I highly recommend, you know what will help? Look up a video on how to make a good character. In terms of, like, not like an OP character, but like get an idea of what works in that game and what doesn't work in that game. Because it's very easy to make a character that is awful, like a character class, and then to have a miserable time playing. It's also possible to make a character and like make a good class, and then if you don't actually play to the stats you've put in, like to the skills you've put in, to then also have a bad time. You know, so in Morrowind, if you pick Longblade as your main melee weapon, and then you proceed to not use Longblade, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, Morrowind has a bit more of a learning curve than the more recent titles, but it is a very good game still. I'm having a ton of fun with that. I just finished the main quest earlier in the week, and I'm gonna be doing, whenever I think I'll probably do it on Sunday. I'll pick up and I'm gonna start doing the expansion packs. But what was I saying? So whenever a new game is announced or released, it's hard to not be cynical. I try to, like, yeah, it's the classic thing. It's like, if you have no expectations, you'll never be disappointed. And that's kind of how I try to view whenever new games are released or announced. Is like, have no expectations. Don't hype yourself up. Don't get any, just don't, like, just wait until it comes out and see how it is. And the thing is that the difficulty is not, like, it's easy to end up being cynical about that and to automatically just be like, oh, this game's gonna be shit. And it's that balance of, like, have no expectations and try not to be too cynical, because I don't know, like, I don't want to get into the habit of like everything's shit, because eventually, well, you hope that there would be something good and that you don't just dismiss it because you're cynical about everything. You know, that's why I try not to have the expectations, because, you know, you have no expectations, You know, you keep your, you go, I'm gonna let it come out. I'm gonna let the game come out. I'm gonna watch videos. I'm gonna read reviews, you know, user reviews and stuff like that, and I'm gonna see what it's like, and then make my own decision.
So, what's your story?
Really got to be saving more. All right, Dean, let's
Was
go.
that him floating?
All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. We need to go. That's true. I really try not to expect anything. Yeah. I do spend a long time researching before playing, but not on everything. Yeah, that's fair. I try to I think what I try to do is that I really have to, I look up stuff, I look up videos, I look up streams, I look up you know, I look at user reviews. I feel like the best kind of reviews to look for games are people who have spent their own money on it. And I also kind of like trust my gut. Is that, it's a weird thing to say, but like if I see all that footage of a game, if I see people play it, if I watch people stream it, if I read reviews, and I'm still like a little bit kind of like I still have that feeling of like, I'm not 100% sure if I want to buy this game, I don't do it. I don't buy it because I don't want to have the regret of feeling like I've wasted my money on something that I'm not 100% going to want to put time into. You know, I think like if I have those kind of that kind of thing where it's like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm not 100% certain if I want to buy this game and play this game. That's something where I'll wait until like a sale. I watch Fallen Art content before playing. That's, oh god. So I forgot how broken. Oh my god, this knife spear is. This knife spear is like what will carry you through this DLC. Bonus critical hit chance, bonus limb damage. This thing will carry you. Also, you don't have to feed it ammo. Oh. There's a radio around here. I would never spend hundreds of dollars in game I probably wouldn't play a lot of. Yeah, that makes sense. And to be fair, like the amount of games that I have spent hundreds of dollars on are probably like, it's hard because some games today are $100, you know, at launch, but are probably fewer than like 5. I would say like a lot of the Paradox grand strategy games I have spent hundreds of dollars on, but that's because they have like for example, Stellaris, the Paradox space grand strategy game. I've probably spent a couple $100s on that game, but that's because it's nearly a decade old, and there's like a decade's worth of DLCs that have been released over that decade. So it's a case of like, yeah, it was a couple $100s to buy all that DLC, but it was spread out over 10 years, so it really wasn't that bad. I know some people would argue that, you know, some people disagree with that DLC sort of strategy on its face, regardless of if like, oh, it's like 10 years worth of DLC, they don't like it like at all. Like, I get it. I get that. I understand that not liking that style of sort of releasing DLCs, like, and having things where it's like eventually that game balloons to having hundreds of dollars of DLC if you want to buy it. Oh god, I'm falling off the roof. I'm falling off the roof. I'm falling off the roof. Please, let me get back on the roof. Oh, no.
This crouching.
Okay, there we go. I always get lost here. I always get lost here.
She's love.
Oh, God. Is he dead? No. Now he's dead. Avowed feels weird. Like, oh, Jesus. Like, I feel like I heard, like, nothing about that game until, like, 3 months ago. Maybe like, October. Like, I think I didn't know Avowed existed until, like, maybe October or November. And it took me even, like, longer to be, like, to realize that it's an Obsidian game. And I'm like, really?
The switching station. That's where you'll need to bring the mute.
I'm bleeding green.
I am lost yet again.
Watch out if you see a prize lying around.
You would think there'd be more talk since it's from Obsidian. Well, Obsidian has not had the greatest track record, because again, that's another reason of why I'm never really as excited for games as I used to be. Is you have these game companies that are releasing games, and oftentimes trying to release games based off of their reputation of things that they've made previously. And you look and you see that it's like, yeah, okay, you did make those good games. You made those good games 10, 15 years ago. Is it even the same developers? You know, Obsidian is not a person, you know what I mean? Obsidian is not an individual making games. They are a company. They are a collection of individuals. And, you know, just because you have the label Obsidian, it doesn't mean it's the same people who made the games that I liked from there. You know, like the people who made Avowed are almost certainly not the same people who made New Vegas. You know, it's like back when the Outer Worlds came out. The Outer Worlds heavily advertised itself as from the original makers of Fallout, and from the makers of Fallout, and the people and the company behind Fallout New Vegas. And that game sucked. That game was like such boring shit. Like that game puts me to sleep. It's such a dull game where I cannot think of like anything about that game. You know, it's so boring. And it was such a like a wet fart of a game. And it made me realize, like, yeah, well, sure, the label is the same company that made this game, but was it the people? And, you know, those people, like, people change, you know, and people leave, like, people retire, they go to a different company, they go make their own company. I couldn't get through the first area of that game. That is something that is exceptional. That is a very common criticism of God, what is that? Of the Outer Worlds. It is a very, very common criticism of like that intro area is boring and lasts too long. You want to compare it to New Vegas. How long does New Vegas take to get you out of Good Springs? It takes you like half an hour. At most. Like if you really want to stretch it, you know, and you're allowed to just leave and go anywhere. Like you don't have to do anything in that game really. Like in New Vegas, you don't have to do any of like the intro stuff. You could just start walking out into the wastes if you really want to. And But then, like, the Outer Worlds is like, how about, like, 3.5 hours in this intro area, and you have nothing else you can do but the intro stuff, and you have to do it. I really wanted to like that game. Same. Like, I wanted to like it too. But I didn't. That is also another game that I Game Passed back in the day. I paid for the free trial of Game Pass, and I ended up only spending, like I think, like $5 or something like that to play that game. And yeah, that wasn't, like, it wasn't good. And then, like, you know, and like they're making another one. They're making a fucking sequel to that game. Like, why? Who was clamoring for an Outer Worlds 2? Game Pass is the only way I test any game. Think of it like a demo. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's you know, it's think of a Game Pass as like a way to, like, demo a game. You know? Sure, it's not 100, it does cost money, but it doesn't cost anywhere near as much as putting down like a full 60, 70, 80, $90 for a game. You know? Take 20, yeah, I'd take 20 over 140, yeah. And not to mention with how obscene some of the games, the pricing gets. Like, God, I'm gonna regret it. Well, I'm probably not gonna regret it because I really like the series, but next week I get to spend $103. I've done the calculations. I get to spend $103 and some odd cents Canadian to buy the base level edition of Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh my God, that's how much it is. Yeah, it's $89.99 Canadian plus tax, and sales tax in my province is 13%. So, yeah. Now, am I going to get my money's worth out of Monster Hunter Wilds? Yeah, probably. Those games are pretty long, especially if you play mostly solo, which mostly I do. So, it's gonna last for a while.
You're at the Ghouls Gate.
Also, I've played a lot of Monster Hunter games. I like them. Oh, this is a very good framing right here. Okay, so yeah. Looks like, okay, so this guy, he has to stay here and hold two wires together. So you have to reactivate the holograms to protect him. I played World and Rise with my brother. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, it's one of those things where I would not call myself a Monster Hunter fan, like if someone asked, but then I think about it and then I realize I've played a lot of the games. I played Monster Hunter Tri, I think there's the two different ones on the 3DS, And then I played World as well. So it's like, oh, I'm not a fan. I have played like 4 or 5 games, but my issue with that game is that I suck at it. I'm really bad at Monster Hunter. I'm really bad at it, and I just like I always struggle to pick like a weapon or two to focus on. I always like, okay, what am I gonna use? What fits my playstyle? I'm actually really happy. They had the whole they had like a beta test over the last couple. Like they had 2 beta tests this month. The last one ended last weekend, and both of them had, and it was a good opportunity for me to play it and to start getting a feel for all the weapons and be like, okay, what am I actually going to use when I play this game? And the answer is dual blades. The answer is dual blades and or the light bow gun. I've realized that I cannot stand weapons that make me slow and stand like I can't stand like, okay, you're slow, you have no dodge, you can't move with your weapon unholstered like or like equipped. No, I need to be able to move. So dual blades. Also simple combos. Yeah, I need to be moving. Dual blades is my pick. I just need to be able to, like, you know, because like I get that's the whole point of the game is that it's like animation locked. Like you commit to an action when you swing a sword in that game. You are committing to swinging that sword, and whatever else happens after that, you know, including getting including whiffing the hit and getting smacked in the face by a monster. And so having any sort of like extra control and be able to like go, okay, dodge, move, dodge, yeah, I need that. How in the fuck do we get up there? To the cafe. Oh, so I was gonna bring it up when talking about Avowed again, and now it's like, so Avowed came out, and then there's the Outer Worlds 2. I think is also coming out this year. So Obsidian is dead, right? Like I have not heard Avowed, you know, smashing the charts or anything like that. And I don't think that the Outer Worlds 2 is going to either. So like Obsidian is dead, right? they can't have 2 big failures in a year, right? And be kept around by Microsoft. Microsoft has killed studios for less. I have no confidence in the Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, neither do I. But to me, it's like, it's weird that that game was even made. Like, who was clamoring for an Outer Worlds 2? Like, the first game is, like, forgettable. Like, nobody talks about the Outer Worlds. Nobody mentions the Outer Worlds. Nobody, like, nobody's like, oh, yo, Outer Worlds, gotta check it out. You know, fucking Obsidian hidden gem or anything. You know, like, what, you know, why? So they made a sequel to that? Really? waiting for GTA. So yeah, people are just, you know, it's like, it's not even, it's not an afterthought. Yeah, it's just like, it's nobody, you know, for something to be an afterthought, you have to think about it in the first place. You know what I mean? You have to realize that the Outer Worlds is a thing. Like, it's just, it's not a game that anyone brings up. Okay, Christine, let's go. Perfect Dark on the N64 was one of my first true passions. I think about that all the time. Yeah, I too think about all of the games I loved as a child and growing up and all that, and I wonder how they will be ruined eventually. Will it be a shitty reboot? Will it be a shitty sequel? It was funny how, like, I think, like, it was like last week or something. Sony had their, like, whatever the fuck they call it. Right, I'm worried about what Microsoft has in works for the remake. Oh man, I didn't even know there was a Perfect Dark remake. You have my sympathies for whatever that turns out to be. But Sony had their whatever state of play or whatever the fuck they call it. The you know, here's what we're coming out with thing. And it was so funny watching people be like, "Oh, it's the 10-year anniversary of Bloodborne, guys. It's the 10-year anniversary of Bloodborne. Sony is so gonna do something with Bloodborne." Oh my god, that was funny. Oh, trust us, the next thing's gonna be Bloodborne. Oh, there's gonna be an end credits thing. It's gonna be like at the end for Bloodborne, guys. Oh, trust us. Bloodborne remake, Bloodborne, like the cope levels of like Bloodborne remake or Bloodborne 2, Bloodborne remake, Bloodborne PC port, like, you know, new port. You know. And people afterwards complaining, saying like, or just saying Sony sucks, lol, and or stuff like saying stuff like, you literally have to do nothing and just re-release the game. Like, you have to make it so that it runs at 60 frames plus, and then it has like resolution scaling, and that's it. And you could release it on like the PC and all the other stuff. And it's crazy because like shit like God of War and other Sony exclusives get PC releases now, but still Sony doesn't give a fuck about Bloodborne. Not like, it's so weird. Like, that game is cursed. That game, it's like one of my favorite games of all time. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to play it again because I don't own a fucking PlayStation. Freaking loved Bloodborne. It's a tragedy. Yeah. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite games. It's still my personal favorite FromSoft game. Of like all the Bloodborne, Elden, Sekiro's, Souls games, whatever. It's still my favorite. I love the setting. I love the gothic / eldritch horror. I love how fucking just aggressive and fast-paced the combat is. It's just like, but nope. And again, it's funny because like the biggest criticism I have for Bloodborne is the shitty performance of playing it back on the PlayStation 4, of how like, man, these loading times are really, really long. Man, the frame rate fucking tanks in these areas. probably make this jump. Like, just... Like, what was I gonna say? In a sort of adjacent conversation, I've noticed that there's like, there's been like sort of people like shitting on like FPS, like frames per second people. There's been like with the whole thing of like the new NVIDIA cards and the new graphics bullshit and all that kind of stuff. There's been people who are like, oh, my 60 frames per second, like doing stuff like that, like shitting on people who want 60 frames per second, and it's something that's like bizarre to me because it's like you do realize that like 60 like that's just like you need to have a game that runs at high frame rate. It doesn't have to be like 1,000 frames per second, but if a game isn't reaching at least 60, like it's a miserable experience. It's like, you know, there's a difference between graphics and performance, you know? Like, a game can be low graphical fidelity. You could have, like, a whole game that's, like nothing but, like, a pixel platformer where it's just, like, you know, art, like, pixels and shit. It could still be a miserable experience if it doesn't have good frame rate. Anyway, but back to the complaining about Sony and Bloodborne. You know, again, though, considering how there's been a lot of like, you know, the whole thing of like, oh, how are they going to ruin these games now? Maybe it is a blessing that Bloodborne is not. It can stay perfect. It can stay in our minds as good as it always was. It's not touched, it's not destroyed. It's not going to be Bloodborne 2 with microtransactions or some shit. I think of it whenever talking about how like some people go, don't taint the legacy, it might be a blessing. Yeah. Exactly. There's that I think it's like a Stephen King movie, Pet Sematary, and like about, you know, the one character in it has a line where he goes, sometimes dead is better. And I think that sometimes that's true to your favorite series. You know, maybe not necessarily dead, but like finished. Like, this is it. They made this many movies. They made this many games. They made this many seasons. Like, that's it. It's gone. It's finished. It's done. It's over, and it can stay as it is. It doesn't have to get better or worse. Like, it's done. It is what it is. It's in stone. It's in history. It's there for you. If you want to watch it, if you want to play it, you can do it. It might be harder in some cases with games. Yes, some games are harder to play, older games, but yeah, you know, it's like a monkey's paw thing. It's like the monkey's paw situation where you go, I wish for a sequel, and then the finger curls on the monkey's paw, and then it's some horrible, shambling zombie skin suit, you know, of like what you loved comes out to, you know, and starts knocking on your door. I think everyone has the thing where they go, you know, oh, I loved X, so more of X is going to be good automatically. You know, like, oh, Bloodborne 2 would automatically be good. Oh, more of it. And it's like, or, you know, whatever other game or movie, or just sometimes you just have to, you know, and it might just be like a modern phenomenon, because, you know, how Like how much of this is just like a modern phenomenon with the obsession with having like a series or a sequel or like a universe. Sometimes X is so good because there isn't more of it. Yes, I agree with that too. Like the idea, it's like scarcity. It's survivalist shotgun. Dead Wastelander. I just picked up a clipboard. What is this shotgun I picked up? Survivalist shotgun. This is a Saiga. A Sega shotgun. I don't have any 12 gauge rounds though. Like we shouldn't see Batman of it, but we Batman and everything, but we do. You know, and well, like look at how people were wanting like, oh, we want another Arkham game, we want another Arkham Batman game. And it's like, do you? Like, do we really need to have another one when there are 3 perfectly good Arkham games that exist that are all really, really good in their own ways? Like last year, I bought the they had a sale last year for those Arkham City games, or like all of the Arkham games, for like, it was like wicked cheap. I'm talking like $10 for all 3 of the games, or some obscene amount. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't have those games on PC. I only had them back on my like 360. I'll buy them. I'll buy the, it was like, yeah, insanely cheap. So I bought all 3 of them, and I played all 3 of them like one after the other. And it was really good. They were great. You know, I know that arguably Arkham Knight is like the weakest of the 3, but like visually, Arkham Knight, especially like 10 years after it came out, when you have like a good computer to run it, turning up all the settings to max, that game looked fucking great. The night and the city and the rain effects, and like, oh, it was like a fucking visual treat. How many stim packs do I got? Yeah, plenty. And like, you know, speaking of devs that have gone down the shitter, look at Rocksteady. Rocksteady made those 3 games, and then they made that Kill the Justice League game. And that thing was a fucking pile of shit that like nobody played, and is like didn't get any of the fucking what's it called? Like it got like a third of the DLC that it was supposed to get. You know, they make these games because everyone wants like a live service game with like season passes and DLC and shit. And you have like, we're gonna make this Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. It took 5 years to make and cost like $80 million or some shit. And it's gonna have like 3 years worth of content. It comes out is a fucking flatline, and all that money goes into the fucking trash. Congratulations, idiots. You know, you want to talk about how like again, Sony. Want to go back to making fun of Sony? Sony, Bloodborne. No, not making and not doing anything with Bloodborne at all. But they'll spend obscene amounts, tens, like over like $100 million or some shit like that, to make shit like Concord, which literally lasted for 2 weeks. They thought that they had like the biggest fucking thing. They thought they had the next Overwatch. They thought it was the next Overwatch. They thought that, oh, well, Helldivers did really, really good at the beginning of last year. Yeah, it did. Helldivers did much better than what the devs and probably Sony expected, because that game was not that big. The dev team was not that big. The whole cost of it was not that big especially compared to Concord, and it was fucking huge. And I think they had issues with fucking server capacity and shit like that because they didn't expect like a fucking hundreds of thousands of people to want to play Helldivers 2. That was like lightning in a bottle. And so I bet they were fucking rock hard when when Concord was gonna come out. They're like, yes, oh fucking Helldivers 2 did so well. Oh my god, this next one that we put $80 billion into, oh my god, we're gonna have money. We're gonna build a giant vault to put all of our money into. And then the game comes out, has like less than like 1,000 people playing it on Steam, and then like dead in 2 weeks. And it was funny how it was dead in 2 weeks, and there was like whispering for the next month or so of like, oh, they're gonna bring it back in like some sort of single player thing, or like like a free to play thing. It's gonna be like a free to play mode or some shit like that, and it's gonna, you know, do this, that, and the other thing, and and then nothing, just dead, gone. All that money spent on the development and the advertising and all that, it took like years to make, and like I would not, if I was a person who, if I was in charge of any sort of game publisher or development, if I was in charge of like any sort of big decisions, I would say make a list of anyone who worked in the higher level dev positions with Concord, and never hire them ever for our company. Make sure they never get hired by us, because I don't want to lose several $100 million. I would be ashamed and very upset if something I worked on for years made no impact whatsoever. Well, you see, like, you should feel ashamed in a way, and I think the right thing to do would be to have some self-reflection and go, maybe I need to get better at my job. You know what I mean? Like, how much of that is on you? You know, and so much of, like, so many people were like, oh, it was clearly the publishers, it was corporate interference. And I'm like, I don't think a game can be that fucking poorly received in terms of like sales and players and everything, and it just be corporate stuff. Like there are games that are bad that aren't very good that have better Fallout 76 is still running. Fallout 76 is still running and still getting updates. Fallout 76 was like the most broken game ever released by a big publisher or like a big developer ever. That game was like broken, and it still is running and actually has updates and stuff. You know, like, Concord at least worked from what I heard. Like, the game didn't just like blow up. Like, I actually have to look it up. I want to make, if I'm making fun of this game again, which is good for the soul. Developed over 8 years, the game was intended as a tentpole title by Sony, who believed it would eventually expand into a Star Wars level franchise with numerous spin-offs. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Star Wars Levels franchise is hilarious. A designer for the game said it was in development for around 8 years. An unnamed developer said that the game had a development cost of $400 million. Now, a lot of people saying that that's not true, but I have yet to see anything that, like, flat out denies that. You know what I mean? Anything that actually, like, here's evidence of that. So, yeah, I could believe that. Games cost a lot of money. I heard it was bad on release. I play Fallout 76 now, and it's fun. Fallout 76 now, especially if you don't spend, like, you can have some fun. I feel like it's not a great game, Fallout 76, but if you have, like, 1 or 2 friends and you want to, like, shoot the shit in, like, a Fallout kind of game, you could probably get a decent amount of fun out of Fallout 76. I've played it a lot. It's very much a game I play is like I am bored. I have nothing else to play. Like, I just want something that I can, like, you know, grind and just do nothing really and just shoot stuff. So, you know, do I think it's a good game? No, but I'm not ashamed to be like, yeah, I play this game, and yeah, it's not very good. Yeah, it's a bad game. Like, you know, I am not a person who has the thing where they go, oh, I like this game, therefore it is good. No. I like this game. Yeah, it's shit. Insert Giga Chad meme. Yeah, I play this game. Yeah, it's shit. Concord. Someone got fired for Concord. Someone I don't know. Someone had to be like, I don't know. You don't lose, like let's say, even if I don't know, like, even if, let's say it was like let's say if it was like nowhere it wasn't 400 million. Let's say it was like, again, big tentpole release. That's the thing. Big tentpole release from Sony, like, it would have had to be some, like, a decent amount of fucking money spent on it. Like, I would not be surprised if they spent like 80-90 million dollars on that game, you know, for over 8 years, you know. And if like, if you fucking, like, release an $80 million game and like it dies, you expect it to sell like 1 billion copies and to have all these spin-offs and all this extra shit, and it dies within 2 weeks, you do not, oh god, you do not keep your job, right? Like, you lose your job. You know. Speaker where? Also, hi, yeah. I'm not reading your first message because don't read your chat out verbatim, because then someone can clip that. Never read your chat out loud immediately. Like, never just go over and see a new message and read it out loud. Always look at your chat, read what someone wrote in your head, and then consider repeating it. This place is... I always get lost. I love this DLC, but I know why people hate it. I am very much aware of why people hate this DLC with a passion. And it's because it's confusing. Well, that's one of the reasons. It is so easy to get lost. Fucker. So I will guarantee I will I will run down these stairs thinking it's the way out when I have to leave this place, even though I know it's not, and it's going through there. I always do that. I run down into this fucking pit, and then I wonder why I can't get out from here. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Ow. I have the ultimate weapon against these mutated monstrous people, though. 4 kitchen knives duct taped to a stick. Was it 3 or 4? 4, yeah. 4 kitchen knives duct taped to a stick. God damn it, I did it again. You go through here, and you go down, through here, up the stairs, up on that balcony. Nope. Okay. And we're gonna get into this casino.
Can you hear me? Damn transceivers. Let me link the callers to the speaker in the tower, then... There. Ready. The both of us. I'll keep Dog locked in his cage. You just open the Sierra Madre.
The Sierra Madre. Finding it isn't the hard part. It's letting go.
Pick up the band. Just get ready to run when you do, and I sure will. Think the village bad now. You haven't seen half the hell this town can raise.
Finally! Now, the gates will open, and so will the sky.
Why are you so loud, Elijah? We did it. Wow, those are really bad firework effects. Look at that. Wow. All right. Actually, gotta get there now. So yeah, the game decides to be very friendly and spawn a bunch of ghost people in. You can just run past them, or I will. Oh, fuck. Okay. Gate once inside, you will not be able to return to the villa. Yeah, proceed to the casino. Oh no. Bad smell air. I never understood why you get knocked out at this point. I think I've always passed over what happens, but like you get knocked out somehow. I don't know. Neutral karma? Wow.
You inside. Can you hear me? Power's fluctuating. Emergency power. Oh, you are in. Good. Thought that might be the end of you. Unfortunately, your friends also found their way here. Knocked unconscious, just like you. Wondering what happened? You were hit by casino security. Detects anything foreign, radioactive. It subdues the visitor.
Oh, that's what happened. It was the random security somehow detected that we were radioactive and knocked us out and moved us? Question mark.
Shut that noise off.
Okay,
So if
sure.
the casino moved your friends around once inside. Might be useful.
I'm definitely that makes
What
sense.
if they came to help kill you? Still. This is the past you're walking through. Few have ever seen it. No one else ever will. I worked hard to get here. It'll give me what I need before I leave. And it'll always welcome me back. Now, look for ways.
Oh my god.
It's got guests.
Holy shit. That was the worst that Elijah's voice has ever been. I don't know if that came across on the stream as bad as it did through my speakers. Okay, what? Okay, all right, we're gonna do some emergency modding. New Vegas, Elijah voice mod. Okay, I didn't install this because I didn't think I would need it. God damn, that was fucking terrible. All right, we'll see if this fixes it, because that was deafening. Like I'm in pain after that. That's Father Elijah's secret. He's gonna take over the wasteland by blowing out everyone's eardrums. I'll load this save and hopefully the audio isn't as fucking crispy. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the game, bro. Did I break the game? Should I not have installed this mod over halfway into this DLC? Nothing ever goes right. Streaming is just a series of just things breaking. Well, to be fair, I am playing games with like 700 mods. And then I wonder why shit breaks. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn the mod off. We're gonna try running it. Did I just break this? Did I break everything? Because if I did, I'm gonna be really sad.
My signals.
Oh no. No. Oh no, it could be. Oh, it might be. Oh no, it might be proper fucked. Oh no. Do any of these saves work? Okay, I think I know why those saves weren't loading properly, is because I installed a mod that affects Elijah's voice lines, and then I proceeded to load a save while those voice lines were playing. So actually, you know what I'll do? Make a nice clean save here. I'll turn off the game. I'll reactivate that mod that makes him not break our eardrums. And then I'll see. Okay, good so far. We get gassed. Bad smell air.
You inside.
Okay, I think I might have fixed it.
You are here. This is the past you're walking through. Few have ever seen it. No one else ever will. I worked hard to get here. It'll be what I need before I leave, and you'll always welcome me back. Now, look for a way to.
Oh my god. Oh, the voice lines are not horrible, crispy, loud, crackly. Okay, good. Oh, thank God. Oh. Don't shoot me, hologram, please. Where's your emitter? Where's your emitter? Ow.
good.
All right, casino's on.
Frequencies lighting up everywhere. Damn recordings.
So we can now gamble.
Those frequencies. Casino security is shutting down, opening up its vendor and gambling programs in the back casino. Still might be something to say. Maybe something can help you now security shut down. After you're done looking around, head to the lobby and we'll deal with you friends.
10 luck, by the way. 10 luck, by the way. Oh my God. Still in the hole 25. 50. This sucks. This sucks so hard. Fucking blackjack me. See? That's more like it. Was that 8? Hit me. Hit me. Now this is 10 luck. Double down. Oh, this is what if... Man, if only it was that easy in real life. You break even. God damn it. Yay. Oh no. Double down. Oh. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Double down. Okay, never mind. I financially recovered from this. Oh, fuck. Ah. Oh, I was on a hot streak and now I'm losing every other hand. This sucks. Okay, that was good. Yes, more blackjacks, please. Just deal me blackjacks. Oh, no. Losing again. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Split. Oh, God damn it. Come on. All right. Hit 5,000. That's the next tier. I think we have to get to 10. Jesus. God, I don't know why I did that. Come on. Queen, ace. All right, that's it. That's the way you do it. You just hope the game gives you blackjacks. Nope. All right, third. Only 2,200 more. And we're done with this casino. We still have to do the rest of the DLC, but the gambling is done. Double down. Fuck. Oh, I won. Oh, yes. We're done. They're gonna kick us out. You've reached the jackpot limit. Yay. All right, well, I'm going to come back to doing this in a second. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute. Oh my god, I'm alive. I did not fall into the toilet.
Casino going to make casino burn. No more being.
Oh. Radio where? It's in here. No. No. Okay. Trying to desperately stab at it when I could just not be an idiot and just turn it off. Right, so we have to stop Dog from blowing up the whole casino. He's turned on all the gas valves in the kitchen. Look at this tiny intercom. Look at it. It's so cute. Should be able to get by him here. Got 100 sneak, so. Dog.
He's gotten too strong.
So now
Too scared.
the
Even my own
master
voice
100
won't
speech skill
Master.
courier will cure schizophrenia.
Not
Watch.
master.
So Dog and God, the two sides of this person, are now having a fight. And then you can command them to stop being dumb.
Dog can see.
And then they look at each other in the
Dog
water,
looks
the
just
reflections of each
like
other.
me.
And then they step into it. They
Dog-
step into themselves.
If Dog goes into the water, he's right.
And then you heal them.
You were all
You alright?
who.
And now they don't have
Who
any
are
memory
you?
of what was going on.
What is this place?
I did it. I
feel
healed
as
their
if I've woken
schizophrenia.
up. I don't know you, yet I feel like I do, and a feeling of gratitude. Forgive me, I'm wounded. This chain, this bear trap.
And they realize
how
that they're
did I
like
even get this far
in
with
extreme
these
pain.
wounds? Thank you.
Yay! We saved their mind. And there's a bunch of free food in the kitchen to eat. Fuck. I've never actually gone out this way. I always just backtrack. Where is that radio? Oh. Whatever. There's nothing worth it. We're done. We're done there. One down, two to go. Oh, fuck, right. And then the ghost people somehow managed to find a way in.
It seems the casino has uninvited guests.
No, no.
Inhabitants was pounding at the doors. Now they found a way inside. Deal with them And don't try and leave.
So this next area is like a tap dance of avoiding radio signals. I forgot that I still have the platinum chip with me. I haven't even spoken to Mr. House, like, in-game, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Mr. House told me to go get the platinum chip from Benny. And I have not reported back. Okay, if I remember, there's like a safe zone right in the middle there. And then Dean comes out.
Finally, a friendly face. Hey, partner, up here. They're in a bit of a predicament.
As you get up there and you walk up in the backstage, what holograms? The holograms appear. So you essentially have to find a way to turn off all the speakers that are making our stuff explode. And then the holograms appear to try to shoot you in the face. Look at all the messages appearing in the top left. You are being poisoned. You are no longer being poisoned. Your collar is beeping. Your collar is not beeping. You are being poisoned. You're not being poisoned. You are being poisoned. You're not being poisoned.
So, Lieutenant. Damn it. Well.
Fuck. I forgot I need a key. I think it's in Dean's room. Yes, it is. Where's the other one? Okay, there we go. Speaker's turned off. Then you gotta run for the backstage. Because otherwise the holograms will shoot you to death. Oh, and then copyright music plays. Copyrighting tracks. Boop, 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 boop. Ba, 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 ba. If I just turn down the volume of the game and talk over it. Da, 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 da.
Deal with the ghoul. This has gone on long enough.
Nice job.
Okay.
I was just. Oh, those electric ghosts aren't the kind of audience I like at the best of times. At least the ones in the villa had manners. Don't even know how I ended up here. Guess the casino still recognizes. Look, I'm more about the short goodbyes than long. I know you didn't do it out of the. I'm not an.
So yeah,
And you're.
he wants into the vault, and he's essentially
Elevators up.
he's telling you that you need to get into a voice phrase that something yada yada.
Blackmail is such a strong. What?
So yeah, Dean is an asshole. You learn that he was blackmailing this one lady. So this whole place is made by a guy called Frederick, I think, or Francis something Sinclair, and it was made essentially for his love interest, a woman named Vera Keys, who was an actress, singer lady who had a horrible drug problem, and Dean was blackmailing her with her drug problem to get her to break into the casino's vault because Dean didn't like Sinclair.
Another fragment. Good. Almost have the entire movie from the musical. Once you get the archives together at the main floor terminal.
And I think it's highly implied that Sinclair made the Sierra Madre essentially as like a giant monument to Vera Keys, and especially sort of like a sort of like what am I even trying to say?
Sinclair, I'm trapped.
I've lost my train of thought. I've completely forgotten everything I was trying to say. Oh.
Should be able to rewire them.
I swear, it's just like, it's sensory overload. I'm trying to talk and think about stuff. I'm playing a game, and then I'm like trying to read the subtitles and like listen to the dialogue and shit. And
Found the holographic woman in the villa fountain.
Sinclair, is that
here?
interference frequency,
I'm going to
same
die
as the
here.
villa.
okay, what is this?
Floors live with speakers and radios.
Paimon mozzarella. Oh my god, I'm being shot at.
Floors on this floor are all off.
Finally, a stream for me. These are my people. For others shun me for this passion of mine. I know a fellow Vegas head won't let me down. I'm frightened. What is your passion? Is it just New Vegas? Because if so, okay.
I'm trapped.
I like this game too.
The security systems won't let me out. They're keeping me here.
I've been ostracized by the masses for my love of Obsidian Games' hit game Fallout New Vegas. I feel like I'm being pranked. I feel like you're over exaggerating. But you will not do me wrong. Oh no. Is this a copy pasta? What is going on? You are I am you. Together we are the courier. What are you personaing me?
Sinclair! The doors, they sealed. To let go. Sinclair, is that you? Sinclair? Sinclair, I'm trapped. Please. Oh God, the security systems won't let me out.
They hated me. They hated my husband, Fisto.
Sorry, Sinclair. Ghost. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I should have trusted you. Sinclair! Sinclair, I'm trapped. Please. Oh God, the security systems won't let me out. They're keeping me here.
The game was truly rigged from the start. Maybe the friends we found along the way were truly rigged from the start.
You made it. Good. There's to talk. I'll keep this quick in case my...
Also, hello,
voice
Laura
goes out.
Bailey. It's good to hear you. Hello, Lucina from Fire Emblem, Jaina Proudmore from World of Warcraft, the boss from Saints Row, Serana from Skyrim. There's more. There's probably more. You just gotta give me a minute.
Do I? Sounds off to my ears. Hard to tell. Not to mention it hurts like hell to swallow. Might be why I got moved off to this suite. It's hers. That's her over there. Got trapped by security like I did. Just took a different way out. I've been hunting the one who hijacked your Pip-Boy, Elijah, for some time. He cannot leave the Sierra Madre alive. What he's done here is nothing
Who else?
compared
What else
to what
did she
he's
voice?
done in
Hello,
the past.
Kira
The
from
only way to bring him out is
SWTOR.
if you get to the vault. He
Uh,
won't allow you to go down there alone. That's when we kill him. Good luck. He's not an easy opponent. If I can, I'll help. Might be able to figure something out using the Sierra Madre's computer systems.
What if it was, instead of Fallout Vegas, it was Fallout Freak Vegas, but if you killed Yuri Lowenthal, then a second nuke dropped? Man. Oh, this is good. Take that, rad absorption. And this DLC always takes longer than I remember.
That's all I need. Now, go to the main lobby to thread the music sequence together.
Music controls. I think that's it, right? Okay. We're almost there. Break into the vault. Get past more fucking traps. Lock an old man inside a vault and leave him to die.
You're back. You did. Looks like even the old world can't keep you out.
Thank
when
you for
you've got a line
following
to get in.
Paimon Mozzarella
So,
Twitch.
I just
That
rasped
is
out
a
some words.
that is a name.
I know. The sealed doors, the security. It's almost a fortress. Think that's why we're being ordered to come here and crack it open? Love makes people do strange things. Won't argue that.
It's what my father
Can drive you
chose.
crazy sometimes if you can't.
Oh.
If they loved each other,
Wow.
they were together. I suppose that's all that mattered.
Very interesting
She's in that
family.
side room, dead, because the casino wouldn't let her leave. And who knows where he is? All right, if you go down there,
All right, yeah, we got it. Got it. Say the words. She wants to murder Elijah.
begin again. But know when to let go.
God, see, we're getting. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? What the theme is? Do you get it? I'm poking fun at it. I like the theme of this DLC. I like the thing. It's very blatant, but I think it's like, yeah, you know. And this DLC even puts it right in the player's face at the very end. Hey, do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Are you really going to try to steal all these gold bars? Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, fuck, wrong way. Oh. Okay. It fell. Oh, we're in a safe spot, kind of. First death in a long time. Nope, we're not dying again. We're not dying again. That's not happening. That's not happening. You fucker. You fucker. You hidden fucker. okay. Oh, now it's the hologram room. Great. Oh, and there's a fucking... Okay, alarm's off. He's got to deal with all these fucking holograms. If I'm saving obsessively, that's because I am. Ow. Where's the other emitter for this loser? How is there a fresh apple in this vault? Always forget where this computer is. I always forget where you turn this fucking thing off. Okay, at the vault. So there's actually a couple different ways you can... there's a couple different endings. There was a cut ending. There's an ending where you can work with Elijah, and it was a cut ending, and you take over the Mojave Wasteland and destroy the NCR with the technology of the Sierra Madre. There's another ending where you lock yourself in the vault, and then the game ends as you die. Holy shit. 1,151 rounds of 357. Holy crap. So here is the moral lesson of Fallout New Vegas Dead Money DLC. Here are all these gold bars. These gold bars have a value of 10,500 caps. They weigh 35 pounds each. You cannot, I don't think without any sort of weird exploit or something, you cannot have enough carry weight to carry all these gold bars out. You will over-encumber yourself. The lesson here is, again, finding the Sierra Madre isn't the hard part. It's letting go. Auto revolver. This gun is gold-plated, I'm guessing. Yep. That's really funny. So I picked up 1 gold bar, 2 gold bar, 3 gold bar, 4 gold bar, 5 gold bars. We are full. Although, to be fair, I bet I can ditch some weight, because a lot of this shit I'm not going to keep. I wanted that. Wanted that. Probably drop a bunch of this ammo that I'm not going to use. See, we shed enough weight for 1 more. 6 gold bars. Oops. Okay. Vera. To Vera. Don't read the other file. It will actually trap you in the vault. It's a trap meant for Dean. So this is essentially Sinclair, the guy who made this place, realizing that, or admitting that he knew that she was going to rob the casino with Dean. Before she told him. Meant it for you. I built this villa. When I first building this villa, I meant it for you. To protect you, the loans, the funding I poured into the casinos, and that would not matter when the war came for us. It was my means of creating a shelter, a defense if the world was bombarded in radiation and bombs. So yeah, he was essentially creating his own isolated island.
You're in the vault, finally, after all this time. The Sierra Madre. Mine. Don't move. Don't go into the vault.
I'm in the vault.
Don't touch anything else. There may be more traps down there. Another security system. Hiding? Hardly. Trapped. You think you were the first one to unlock the casino door? No, I did it. With other hands, other bodies. After that, the casino wouldn't let go. Once I was locked in, no way out. Until your Pip-Boy signal came to life in the villa. things change. And here you are.
You're gonna come down here.
No. I'm not going to.
So he admits that he's not gonna come down here, but then you can threaten to blow shit up.
No.
Forget the vault. The elevator's only a single control box.
The elevator? Then you'd be trapped for. Even persist in threatening. Clever.
Whoever designed the Sierra Madre, their obsession with messing with frequencies. I'm coming down.
Alright, so this is difficult to do, and I actually don't have a stealth boy, so I might not actually be able to pull this off. But there is a way to get him stuck into the vault. It's just really awkward. Alright, I think we did it. Now you essentially have to run backwards through this.
What's this? Alarms. What? You think you can run? This entire structure is mine to command. Security, weapons, all. You think you've outsmarted me? You can't. You're the one on the leash. You always.
And we're done. Safety deposit box. Achievement unlocked. Trap Father Elijah in the Sierra Madre Vault. So, I think you can get Hear It Here. Hear It Here. Is it this one? No, that's the... This one? This one? This is it.
Now, come on. You open up. Open the vault. I can make it worth your while. Think about what you're throwing away. I have other weapons, other technology I can share with you. In the Big Empty, I know the way there. I know some of its secrets. If... The callers were a mistake. I see that now. Why would I kill you? After all you've done, after all we've done
This is
together.
essentially you're listening to him trapped in the vault.
Everything down here, I swear, so much you could see. You could rule the wastes with what's down here. Make your own army, reshape the world. And if others disagree, put collars on them. I can show you how. Don't you leave me here. You can't do this to me. It's getting dark in here. Machine's losing power. No, I still have Pip-Boy light. Maybe. No, look, it doesn't work. Where's the door? Can't find the door. Come. But in worse situations, find a way out. Somehow. Then find that courier. Maybe Veronica. No, she thinks I'm dead. Must be someone. Maybe that other courier. One with a flag on his back. Maybe. No. Said he'd never come to the Sierra Madre. No way out. Can't end like this. You. I know you can hear me. When you die, courier, I'll be waiting. Your grave's going to look just like this vault. When you die, I'll be waiting here. The Sierra Madre. Waiting.
Yeah, so it's actually that radio station, the 743 ultra low frequency one. It's available through the whole DLC, and actually it will change depending. You can tune into it over the course of the DLC, and you will have different dialogue from Elijah. Of course, if you trap him, you get that, which is great. Him essentially going through like the 7 stages of grief of like, it's like, oh, maybe I can get a way out. Oh, I've been in worse situations. Oh, bargaining with the courier. Oh, let me out. Oh, I'll share all this stuff with you. And then eventually just being like, oh no, it's fucking hopeless. Oh God. And then just cursing the courier, saying it's like, when you're dead, I'll be waiting for you. It's like this grave is gonna look just like your grave is just gonna look just like this vault. It's great. It's great. It's like it's the again, if you want to say that the whole point of this DLC is learning to let go, learning to give up when shit bad, you can say that Elijah's obsession kills him. Elijah's obsession with the vault killed him. And the irony of this ending of trapping him in there is that he finally got what he wanted. He got into the vault of the Sierra Madre, and he can enjoy it for the rest of his life. What a happy ending. Back to the Mojave Wasteland, please.
The survivors of the Sierra Madre thought about gathering at the fountain and waiting for the courier. In the end, the caller's silence made them uneasy, and the fear of turning on each other made them hesitate and leave the goodbyes unspoken. The radio message at the fountain was enough for them, and there was no need to add another farewell on top of all they had suffered.
Dog forgot himself, as did the voice that raged within him. After their passing, a new voice spoke within the mutant shell. It was difficult for the voice to remember the two it once was. There was the beast, dog, consumed by hunger. And the other in reverse, the one consumed by control. Both were driven by need for the other. The courier brought them together somehow, joined the two into one.
Yay, I did it.
All that happened at the Sierra Madre was a faint memory to the new personality, like a flickering light in the clouds of the mind. The new voice did not think of the courier again until the battle at the Divide reached his ears.
Well,
the battle between
I did these DLCs out of order, so that already happened.
Beneath the torn skies and the old world flag, each bearing a message for the other. And the mutant prayed the courier that had saved him had been saved in return.
Dean Domino, entertainer, singer, thief, explored the Sierra Madre not long after he was rescued by the courier. Once he left the theater, the Sierra Madre recognized him as a guest, and many doors opened to him. He had to admit it had been built to last. During his search, he came across the final records of Vera and Sinclair, and realized what happened the night the bombs fell. He felt strangely sad for a moment, and he had no idea why. Shrugging it off, his mind turned instead to where the courier had come from. Vegas still survived, out there in the Mojave. Its sights, sounds, and casinos, ripe for the taking. So, giving the Sierra Madre one last nod and a wink.
Guys, I like how it's like he was an actor or like a singer or whatever, but he was also just like a fucking con man, thieving art thief,
Found new
asshole.
purpose as the Sierra Madre's warden. She watched over it silently. by choice. Over time, the ghost people came to see her as one of the holograms. They would watch, silently, as she walked among them. At times, Christine thought of the courier, who had kept Elijah's hand from her throat. The courier reminded her of the other
Christine's
courier
really
she had
quiet
met
for
in
some
the Big
reason.
Empty, and wondered if the two had found each other at last. She did not think of them again until she heard the legends of the Divide. The Divide, where the two messengers,
God, I was so excited for
two
where this DLC was
couriers,
going when it first came
fought
out, where
beneath
the,
an
like,
ancient
oh, where's the
flag
finale?
at
The
the
Divide
edge
and
of
the other,
world.
excuse me,
You
the
heard
Divide
of
and the other
Sierra
courier, and then it
Madre
sucked.
Casino.
We all have. The legend, the curses.
Some foolishness about it lying in the middle of a city of dead.
A city of ghosts. Beneath a blood-red cloud.
A bright, shining monument, reaching out, luring treasure hunters to their doom. An illusion.
A promise that you can change your fortunes. Begin again.
Finding it, though. That's not the hard part. It's letting go.
It's letting go.
It's letting go.
It's letting go.
It's letting go. It's letting go.
Dead Money. I like Dead Money a lot. That was fun. I also like that if you manage to make it through that with all the 3 companions alive, you get that slightly alternate ending cutscene where each of them voice one of, like, it goes through the 3 characters in Elijah, and they each voice one of the lines of that ending. And they all say it's about letting go. It's all about letting go. It's about letting go of the stuff. And yeah, that was Dead Money. And that's all the Fallout New Vegas DLC's done. Back into the Mojave. Can't. Oh yeah, I have the. I think I have the perk that allows me to fast travel while I'm over encumbered, right? I do. Get my good guns back. Oh. Yeah, so Dead Money. My favorite of the 4 DLCs. I've said that like 17 times. I enjoy the gameplay. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the difficulty. I enjoy leaning on my leaning on my skills and my character skills and perks and stuff like that. It's a very satisfying finale. DLC. I always do it. I try to do it last. That's why I said finale. I'm not even gonna sell the gold bars. I'm gonna put the gold bars in my vault. Where are the gold bars? This big stupid gold revolver. All right, well, what is left to do in New Vegas? Well, a lot. For a next stream, I might actually stream this again tomorrow because why not? Yeah, we still have to do all of the main quest, more or less, and we could explore. There's tons of quests out to do in the. I might do that next time. Next time might just be like exploration and sort of whatever quests we come upon, and or perhaps companion quests, because I know I have like what's it called? No, I have like Heartaches by the Number. Like I can bring her along, Cass along. I have the one to go to Vault 22. Maybe we start with that. We'll do these first couple ones that I have. We have to do, and for like the main quest line, there's all the shit for the boomers and like a bunch of other shit. yeah, New Vegas. DLC's done. We're gonna do the other stuff after. This game is still very pretty with mods. It's not a very pretty game by itself, but you add some mods that like improve the lighting and the textures and everything. You download a whole mod list that literally retextures every single thing in the game, and yeah, the game looks a lot better. You spend 3 hours trying to set up the what's it called, the Lucky 38, the upgraded fancy Lucky 38, and all the lights for New Vegas. Like, look at that. And it looks really good. We actually have to go pick. We should go pick Cass up. She's at the Mojave outpost. We'll pick up Cass and we'll pick up Veronica. We'll pick up maybe even we'll pick up a couple other guys. We'll try to knock through those next time. Tomorrow night we'll do the some of the companion quests. Okay, Cass, you're drunk. Let's get going.
Well, now, look what...
We won't go quietly.
Let's go back to Trading Post and pick up Veronica. I wish I had Vera's dress on me still. I could give her I can give her Vera's dress. I think I put it away, right? Yeah. Okay, Punchy, let's go.
What's up?
All right, and then we'll pick up from here tomorrow. This was part. I'm actually gonna look it up on my channel. This was part. Fuck, what is it? Part 9. Part 9 of Fallout: Tale of Two Wastelands. All of the DLC for New Vegas is done, and we're gonna move on to doing other stuff. Coming close to the end. Probably only a couple more streams of this, and then we're done with Tale of Two Wastelands. That's 2 Fallouts in 1. So, yeah, but thanks for watching. And that's this episode's ending, because this is how I end videos, poorly. Thank you. Bye-bye.